right?
California. Oh my goodness. Y'all can't stay out of the news, can you? Jeez.
Yeah. So I'm convinced now that San Francisco is the future, if not current, headquarters for, the U.S. Communist Party. It's everything that happens there continues to go that direction. So I caught this morning and kind of alerted Elsa to this, and she shook her head when she read it. But so the city council, right? We'll keep this basic terms, right? City council, San Francisco. One of the members is floating a bill that grocery stores, because what they're trying to avoid, and it's already happening, is they're trying to avoid these food deserts, right? In these really, really bad, not even really bad neighborhoods, just most of the city, right? So if everybody's not tracking, CVS, Walgreens, all the pharmacy companies are closing down and are pulling out of San Francisco because of the high crime rate, right? Grocery stores are starting to do the same thing. Whole Foods had a store that was open for less than a year, literally came in, set up an entire grocery store in less than a year, shut it down and back out, right?
Yeah.
And fast food places are now starting to go out of business. Oh, by the way, that $20 an hour minimum wage isn't helping things. So, right, all of this is going on. So this bill that's being floated by a member of the city council is actually a resurrected bill, or a resurrected version of a bill from 1984, right?
Right, that's right. And that got shot down. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
But do you know who the mayor was?
No.
Dianne Feinstein.
Oh, okay.
She vetoed it. Okay.
Okay.
So this is a resurrected version of that bill, which says any grocery store that is going to shut down, close in San Francisco has to, one, make it public knowledge with 6 months, and give everybody notice, at least 6 months notice, that they're shutting down. They also have a responsibility to help replace their own business with another. They have to. So if you're the grocery store owner and you're shutting down the grocery store, you have to put forth an effort while you're trying not to go broke.
To find a replacement.
Replace yours, to convince some other business owner to take on the mess that you are leaving. Right. You have an obligation. Right. And if you don't do those two things, and there's some stipulations in there, like if you're closing because I think there's a certain profit level. Like if you're losing money, or you lose money after so many months or so many years, you don't have to follow all these stipulations. But at the base of it is, you have to give notice, and you have to try and convince somebody else to replace you. And if you don't do those two things, you can be sued by anybody in the area. Like, who in the world, even if you could, now that this bill is in place, like say I'm going out of business, right? I'm a grocery store owner, and I say, hey, Elsa, you own a chain of 17 grocery stores. How about you put one where I'm at right now?
Right. And I'm going to say, well, how come you're leaving? What's going on, friend?
That's the first thing that you're going to say. And then the second thing you're going to say is, well, if I take over for you and then crime affects me and I'm closing for the same reason you're closing, now I've got to convince some other idiot to backfill me when I couldn't even backfill you. Nobody's going to take that on. Nobody.
No. Yeah. So now they've created the next new problem, which is that you're not going to get any of these major companies, corporations to put their stores in there. So good luck. Now, which leads me to a thought and a question of, is that also a deliberate move? Now, you said this whole, Socialist Party movement. Well, we can't get any stores to come in, so we'll take care of you in our special store. Yeah. And there you have it. And there's the ultimate plan. Wow. Which you saw already. And I just finally caught on to, by the way. I just caught on now. You guys all just saw it happen semi-live where I caught on. Wow. I'm a little bit speechless right now, Clay, that is so, and I've used this term before, brilliantly diabolical.
Yeah. Wow. It's about dependency.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what this bill does, very sneakily, right? It sounds like it's on behalf of the residents of San Francisco. It sounds like it's on trying to protect them from these food deserts. It sounds like it's all trying to take care of them, when in reality, what it is about is breeding and continuing to grow dependency
Mhm.
of government,
Yeah.
because that is who is going to replace these grocery stores.
Right.
They are going to be state or city owned grocery stores. Why?
Oof.
Because they can lose money. The state
Mhm.
loses. Oh, by the way, Governor Newsom's in a little bit of a pickle right now himself, because he went from like a $100 million surplus, or something like, I think it was $100 and something million surplus 3 years ago, to now the state's in a deficit in their budget in 3 years.
What?
Yeah. So, but with the state-owned stores, they can lose money and write it off.
Right.
Right? They
Right.
can lose
Right.
money, and it's no big deal. That
Yeah.
store can stay open. People can steal from it all day long. All of
Yeah.
those things, and it's not going to matter because the rest of the state of California is going to pay for it.
Yep.
So they can do that, right? Whoever
Mhm.
it is, and you could throw out whatever chains you want, Kroger and Piggly Wiggly, and I
Sure.
don't even know who's out in San Francisco, but they're going to close down and they're going to leave.
Yeah.
And
Oh, there's
then
no
you're
question
gonna-
about it. And they're not
No.
coming back.
No,
And
then
nobody's
you're
gonna come in.
You're going to see the establishment of state or city-owned grocery stores and pharmacies.
Mhm.
That's what you're going to see. And here it is. Like I said, the headquarters of the Communist Party United States.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what's happening right there.
Yeah,
in front of
absolutely. And these are, reminder, these are the same people that are pushing for the banning of gas vehicles by 2035 or something.
Yep.
So they are leading the way. They're leading the way down the path of destruction for sure. And
All about
woe is anyone who stays there. If you can afford to get out of there, man, oh man, you better do it, because
pack it up
pack
and
it
go
up.
home.
Yes.
Go wherever. I don't
fast.
care. Get out of that place. It's the best thing you can do.
Anywhere but there. And I'll tell you what, and I genuinely, sincerely, even though I get so angry that people are oblivious and they choose to be oblivious and ignore all of the things that are happening, that makes me angry. But at the same time, the compassionate side of me feels sad and worried for them, because the rest of us who have our eyes open, who are paying attention, we're going to be prepared. You know what I mean? We're going to be fine, better than fine, actually. And they're really going to have an incredibly hard time down the road if we keep going on this trajectory, if things keep going this way. So,
Yep.
oh man,